Hi, I'm Portia.
I'm Shauna.
How are you?
Hey.
I thought we'd like to bring you through our experience of my first home purchase and a first-time home buyer of buying a property.
So obviously, since, the easy way would be to go to find a mortgage broker or a real estate agent to help you find a house that suits your budget, all that good stuff. Portia decided to check the local auctions for foreclosed properties. Seemed like the greatest idea in the world at the time.
Going back in time, we're in the summer of 2019, and spring, summer, I had my heart set on buying my own home. We had a rental for 4 years at a house that felt like home, but we rented it for 4 years, and after we were there 4 years, I didn't have money for a down payment, or neither did both of us. And I wanted to purchase a house.
Renting stinks.
We are going to take you through the journey of all these steps, from the building and all the improvements we've done on it, all through this. And Shauna doing.
It's quite a journey.
So when it comes to this particular area that I live in the city of Worcester, to go back into years past, we rented a house for 40 years that I fell in love with, but I didn't have the money to put down a down payment. So after getting a job and working at City Hall, I was looking to buy a property of my own because I was sick and tired of renting. When renting this property for 4 years, my heart was a little set on it. I think it was that way for the both of us.
Yeah,
but I did. You did, right?
Yeah, no, I like it too. I like it too.
We like the house. It's right across the street from Wynn's school, my son's school. Literally, I could walk him to school in a minute. But staying like blocks away, we had to move out because the house was for sale and I didn't have enough money for a down payment. So as we always drive by and dream of these homes, we look at these homes for sale in this particular district, where my son will go to basically the best public schools are in the zip code of the city that we live in. And I still want my son to have the same friends and that we've become accustomed to. So we're literally looking at places within a zip code of 10 zip codes in the same city. And in the meantime, as I'm looking, I have my eye on this property. It's different. I was looking for Century 21 or, you know, all the like real estate agents. This was up for auction, foreclosure. And it was a colonial. I'm like, oh my God, this place is like six blocks away from where we are, right? Yeah, from where we're renting. So typically, most people that go to auction properties don't even know what's inside, right?
No, foreclosures usually you don't get to see anything or whatever.
No.
It's from windows, that's it.
So one day I said to my son, Whit, this is his house, it's 6 blocks away, let's go check it out. So we got in my car, drove 6 blocks down the road and went to go check it out. We drove up, stopped the car right in front of the house, got out of the car, and as soon as we got out of the car, what happens? Someone comes out of the house, right? And I didn't know his name at the time, but his name is Jeff. And I'm like, oh, I understand this place is up for auction. And yes, it is. He sees my kid and me, and he's like, would you like to come in and check it out? And we did. I was so happy we were able to go in there. I'm like, do you mind if I take pictures? Right. So like, very lucky. Like, this guy Jeff, that's another story within itself, came out and said that my son and I could go in there and take a look. Well, him and his girlfriend Lane was packing up things out of the house. And my son and I went in there and got to check out the basement, the upstairs, the downstairs, the attic. And I asked them if I could take pictures. They said it was okay. And I got a thorough look at the whole place. And I had a little bit of intel on this auction foreclosure that's going on of what this place looked like. I had showed up at the right time. And I was in love with it because it's a New England colonial home, had a working fireplace, and I had a talk with basically the son of the father that passed in this house. They grew up in this house. That told me that the bank apparently wanted $149,000 for this purchase of this house, and change, but $149,000. I'm like, wow, compared to everything else I'm looking at. You know?
That's not much.
Right, because like if you took this house and moved it to Boston, it would be worth how much? It's only 45 minutes away.
Single family house.
$2 million. Easily. And so the attractive thing, probably the reason why that Worcester is the second largest city in New England is because it's 45 minutes west of Boston. People that work in Boston can still live here. And the homes here are beautiful. And there's a big population here because we're an hour away from both Boston and Providence and Springfield, Massachusetts, and Hartford, Connecticut. And it's kind of like that. But it's just weird that Worcester is bigger than Providence, Rhode Island.
3.5 from Long Island.
Yeah. So here is this suburban lifestyle home with a large yard, when real estate can be pretty scarce out here. And I really wanted this property really bad, so.
It was obvious.
Yeah. So here's the deal, like, basically, this is my first time buying a home, so I wanted to put a bid on this property. The auction was on a particular date, and you need to put $10,000 down and write a check out to yourself, right? In order to put a bid down on a property for an auction to show up. Because if you lose the auction, you write the check out to yourself so you can still cash the check and put it back in your bank account. But if you're the winning bidder, you sign that check off you wrote to yourself off to the bank that you purchased it from. So I showed up at an auction and wanted his property, and we,
I showed up too.
yeah, we both showed up. And there was another guy that showed up there, Mr. Wu. I remember.
We later found out his name.
Yeah. There was all these people that wanted to flip houses that were there.
Contractors.
Yeah, they bailed out after about 20,000 was bidden,
Loos.
trying to get something. But little did they know that I was there to buy this house as my own property to live in, while others, so they'll back out earlier. And there was another guy named Mr. Wu that was there to buy that property for him and his family.
Yeah.
But he had the benefit of seeing the place too, knowing the value of it, because it was on the market with a real estate agent before, and they couldn't sell it for some reason. And the house.
If you are the high bidder today, you will be required to both sign an initial vote notice of sale and memorandum of sale. Being said, ladies and gentlemen, today we do not, I'll repeat that, we do not have a municipal lien certificate available today. You are buying the property subject to, which means in addition to any municipal liens owed to the city of Worcester. With that being said, questions at all? Anyone has any questions? Everybody's done their homework, done their due diligence. Good. At this time, we will commence with the bidding. Would the mortgagee like to open the bidding?
Yes, please. 140,477.59. 140,477.59.
190 and 191. 200. I have 200,000 and 201. 205. 250. 250. 251. 251. 51.
It was. At some point we gave up rational thought and said, "Fuck you, they're winning. We're gonna win this. We're winning this, just to win."
Fudge you, yes.
Fudge you, darn
Yeah,
it!
we're gonna win.
252. 252. 253. The current bid of 252,000, looking for 253. I have 253. 254. 254. 255 to you. 255. 255. 254,000, looking for 255. I have $254,000 once. $254,000 twice. They're selling. They're bidding. Sold for $254,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the sale. Thank you all for coming.
So, I had bought this home at an auction. One other person that wanted the property as a primary residence like myself had decided to put the price up, bidding from all the contractors from 140 up to 253,000, and I got it for 254.
It could not sell in the real estate market, and I'll tell you why. We found that out real quick. So we went with Quicken Loans, Rocket Mortgage, or whatever you call it.
Yes.
Okay? and we got the bid, everything was going great. And then obviously we had to go get the house inspected, right?
Yes, by then.
So, yeah, so they had their people go that we're approved for a loan for the property.
We were approved for a loan on our income. So they sent an appraiser to find out the value of the property. While the appraiser was here, he stumbled upon some things that may be considered issues.
When the appraiser came, he sent a report to Quicken Loans and Rocket League when everything is going great with them. We're approved as people with credit and the line of credit to buy the house. But once the appraiser came in, he said this is an old home built in 1925 and that there are some issues with this property. One, there is a in-ground oil tank unoccupied underneath this property. They didn't like that. There is another issue. There is asbestos wrap pipes in the basement. They didn't like the rotting stairs in the back. It was really bad. It was rotting.
We would have fixed those anyways, but they
So-
required these things to be fixed
Broken-
before they gave us the mortgage.
Broken window panes, and the appraiser didn't like that there was chipped paint on parts of
Of the garage.
the garage.
The detached garage.
There was missing window panels. And so, our loan company, which this is like my first experience, says to us, when buying a property without a real estate agent, you got to remember, you're buying the property as is, as in condition, of only what you saw inside. But here come all the surprises when you purchase a property in a foreclosure auction. And it is purchased as is. There's no real estate agent bargaining for you or whatnot. I got a lawyer for this to help me out with some of these situations, and it worked out well. But the loan company, Quicken Loans, Rocket Mortgage, push a button, get a mortgage. Yeah, right.
I don't know.
That was a bit of a challenge. Push a button, get a mortgage.
But it wasn't a traditional house or a traditional mortgage. Nothing was traditional.
The Quicken Loans Rocket Mortgage Company said to us, all right, you got 10 grand down on the line. They weren't saying that to us, but we knew that. You need to do the following things if you're going to get this loan you're approved as people. We just don't approve the house. You need to get rid of the in-ground oil tank. You need to redo the back rotted deck. You need to get rid of the peeled paint. You need to get rid of those garage window panes that are broken. And you also have to remove those broken up asbestos pipes in the basement, or else you don't get a loan from us, no matter how good you are, because we're not putting our investment into this house. And I'm like, what?
Me too.
Yeah. I'm like, that's not going to stop me from buying this house. You'll hear that later.
But Quicken Loans wants us to remove asbestos out of the basement. They want us to remove an abandoned in-ground oil tank since like the 60s and it gives us all these restrictions, and I am going to pay all this when I don't even own the property yet. So now, to help out the people that live in there, I am getting ready to meet a guy on a contractor rate, $550 for 6 months for a 30-yard dumpster to help out the people move out some of their things and for us to throw stuff in. And he is going to be there in just 15 minutes. So I am going to meet him there. Off I go, about 8 blocks down the road from where I rent now. And trying to make this work. It's very risky. Where I'm going to be removing, it's going to be $3,600 to remove all the asbestos off the heating pipes in the basement. It's going to be $2,100 to remove the in-ground oil tank. it's going to cost about $1,000 to fix these stairs that are rotted away from a drainage spout that has been missing probably for 10 years. And then I have an inspector coming on Monday where Quicken Loans needs to know if the basement is structurally sound and if there is no moisture in the basement, which my contractor friend says it is absolutely solid as a rock and there's no moisture buildup. So we'll see how that happens on Monday. So the dumpster thing we're getting because there's the people, basically this home was foreclosed because the father got a reverse mortgage and it's the son that really likes us and wants us to move into this place. We really want this place. We don't want any other place. It's a 4-bedroom colonial home. And I am putting more money into this than I expected. And we're supposed to get a commitment letter from Quicken Loans to promise they don't renege on us after I do these so-called repairs that they give us. You see this? In-ground oil tank. Surprise, surprise. Look. It has something to do with it. They got a lot of this junk that's here. And we could probably throw that away into it. And this couch, not our stuff, but it's going to be our home and needs to be removed. It's also the other issue that Quicken Loans wants taken care of. See the steps? Water damage based on this spout that's missing. They probably didn't fix it like for 10 years. See right there? And the damage that's been done is all underneath here, including the post. See? It's rotting away. And this wood, you could just look at. You could just pull it off. And we're going to have to fix that as well. And a couple of broken panes in the garage. Window panes. So this is going to cost me $550. This is helping them and helping us. But here comes the money into all this. And we're waiting for Quicken Loans to give us a commitment letter to make sure I don't do all this work and that they renege on giving us the loan. So. It's a big yard. Very big yard. I just kind of like walk around the house. And you do want to put an in-ground pool in here. The deck's fairly nice because basically if that spout's missing, gutter thing or whatever that is what rotted out that one part. And that's pretty much it. So the dumpster guy's coming here shortly. So I think it is him. Look at that big thing. going to be checking out the rear deck that's got rotted wood, the spout thing. And I'm going to meet him there. And we got to get this done, right, Whit? So we can have a house. What's that? So I'm taking him to school first. And then I'm going to meet him over at the house to get an estimate and measurements of maybe to complete that in the next couple of days. Alright, here, take it back. You too. You done. For another thing that needs to be done, back door, rear deck, and I beat him here. Here. Here I am, the house again. Oh, here he is.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good. So, this is the two major concerns. This is rotted out.
Yeah. Yep. You know something?
And I think almost all this maybe has to go in this steps. It's all pretty nasty.
I think this whole fucking thing should come right off and just put a whole new one on.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
All fucked up over there.
we're wondering, like, this is probably making this do this. You know how this concrete slab's starting to go down? But we're thinking that maybe that could still be good to stay there for support, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
It looks like that's rotting out there,
It
too.
is.
That's,
It is.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna fucking take this right off the fucking.
Then I don't know if you just grab a certain spout down and you just don't bother measuring it, because maybe just cut it. You just get a big enough one to
What's that?
that's the biggest, that's the problem, that thing up there that made all this, I bet you.
Well, there's no. Yeah, just right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Those are.
Now what's
that's all
the,
standard.
why is there, and they don't even seem to be upset about it, the loan guys. What is it that there's no gutters anywhere in this house? Well, like, is
I
it,
don't know why the people never had gutters in this house. I'm surprised that the house never got water in the basement.
yeah.
You know.
By the way, the guy said it was structurally sound, solid as a rock, and
Yeah.
they said there's no moisture in there right now.
Yeah,
So.
that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow morning I'm going to be back here
Okay.
probably around 8:30 with Joe Mason, who's my carpenter. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to show him what has to be done. Taking this fucking thing off. Going to have to support that. You know, maybe just put a fucking piece of wood from here to there
Yeah.
just to support it.
Okay.
Might not even have to because it's got those vertical legs.
Okay.
And fucking pull this off and put a new deck and a new stairs.
Okay.
Now
Where do you get the steel from for the beam thing?
they don't use steel no more. They use these right over here, the 4x4s. Right here.
Oh,
Pressure
okay.
treated. They last forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why that's still hanging around there?
Yep. Exactly. And what he'll do is he'll put one there, and one right over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's up against the house gets nailed to the house,
Okay.
okay, for support.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. You don't want to do this before you're closing, though.
We have to.
You have to do this before.
This is one of the things, yeah.
I talked to Gary
Yeah.
briefly.
See, originally you asked him how much it costs to remove the tank. He tells you $2,100, but apparently there's some confusion between your communication with him.
Apparently
Yeah.
there was, because
Yeah.
when I got the quote, now I never read the quote. I saw 2,100, you know, but
Yeah.
I guess that was for testing. The 2,100.
Right. And I don't think you asked him about testing, right?
No, I asked for the fucking removal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So now I sent him what you sent me. I just forwarded it to him, and he says to do what the bank wants, they're requiring a removal and testing.
Yeah.
Did you read it?
It seems like they want it tested, but the thing is they want to know if it's sound, like the tank is in good condition. So doesn't that mean they want to remove it?
Well,
Is there a way that you could see if it's actually okay and leave it?
well, this is just it.
Yeah.
If you it's a roll of the dice. You test it, and it tests dirty. Now you're gonna fucking spend all of that fucking money to remove it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you just want to do one and done, bite the bullet, fucking remove it, test it, you're done. Or you want to say, fuck it, you know something, I'm gonna fucking gamble. Just do a fucking test. If it fucking passes, fuck it, you know? Leave it in the ground. But eventually, the problem's gonna surface again.
Because like the thing is 15 years from now, 20 years from now, whatever.
Yep.
My son wants to sell this house.
It's gonna surface. The problem's
They're gonna be like, well, what's
And
the
not
oil
only
tank?
that, environmental laws might change. They might get even worse than they are now.
They probably will because, well, they should. So, so do you think that maybe we could even do something that supported that, or?
Yeah, because it doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like that heavy of a garage.
You say it has to do with these two pieces connecting on the top here?
Yeah. Oh, you know, see, there's a print over here too. Same.
Yeah. It's like they didn't nail it in good enough or something, huh?
You know, something might have to just take this facial board off. Take this from here to the corner off. Put a new piece here.
Yeah.
And just fucking put a new leg here and some new knolls. No, I'm going back to Florida Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. I mean, I could still do stuff from Florida. I do it all the time.
Okay. Oh, so you may not be around like when the job's being done?
That's okay. My guys know what to do.
Okay.
You know.
All right. How much do you think it's going to be about?
Well, look at this is how I do it with these guys.
Yeah.
I usually pay for all the materials, whatever the materials are.
Yeah.
I usually pay for all the materials. So he'll give you a material list. And I'll tell Joe I want to do it the same way.
Yeah.
You know, just we'll pay for the materials, and then pay for the labor.
Okay.
I don't know if it takes him 3-4 days, it's probably going to be $1,000 in labor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't see it being more than that.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
You know, because Joe, he's a worker. You know, he comes on the job and he fucking works till the end of the day. He doesn't fucking leave for lunch or anything like that. You know what I mean?
That's what a lot of people talk about with contractors. They say they do that shit.
No, Joe's good.
See, like these guys over there doing their thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brazilians are the same way. The Brazilians, they come on the job and they work all day long. They don't fucking know the Brazilians.
Yeah, it's like, I just want to come here and get this shit done because I got other shit to do.
Exactly. It's the Americans that are lazy motherfuckers. Sad to say it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to run to a job that I'm having a plumbing problem right now.
Oh, is it not your house? I don't know.
No. The property I got on Park Ave, they're fucking renovating one of the storefronts. And they're making us put in a handicapped bathroom because all the new codes kick in, you know?
Okay.
So I gotta fucking bust up the floor and move the sewer line.
Yeah.
So he's gonna fucking show me because it fucking failed rough inspection yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anyways. That shit happens.
All right. This is my contractor buddy, Dominic.
Who's this?
This is video. This is going to be...
Oh, hi, darling. How are you?
Going to help us out with this place. Tonight we're doing it lightweight. Might as well give you the rest. We'll have to wait a little bit later for dinner then. Red hot, flaming hot Cheetos.
What? Pretty hot?
Woo!
Hot food is kind of good because if you're sick, it makes your nose run, which means you don't have a clogged nose.
Oh. Well, so. Alright, that's good. It's good news that you got your student council, you're getting A's. That's good news. That's good news to me. But, so this house, right? Let me tell you a little bit what's going on. Like, we're adults here. Okay? So, at an auction with $10,000 on a home that you have to give in order to even bid on the property. I was a winning bidder. Okay? So now they got 10 grand as a deposit, which could go to down payment of a home. Okay? $254,000 is what I owe to buy this house. We're approved as people. The one thing that's not approved is the house yet, under like 5 or 6 repair conditions. Okay? So one of those is removing asbestos off the heating pipes in the basement. That's getting done. That's going to cost me $3,150. The oil tank removal, we're getting that done maybe this Tuesday. Fire departments and all that sort of thing. They're going to pull a 1,000 gallon tank from underneath this 1,000. They're going to open up something on the top. They're going to suck out what's in there. Fire department needs to come, see if it's okay to pull out. They do. No spills. Everything's a good deal. Okay? Dominic's got his buddies, his contract workers, doing the work on the house on Monday, Veterans Day. Shauna's going to power wash the deck this weekend so it gets off all the loose paint, and she's literally going to paint the whole deck. Once that oil tank removal's done and there's no environmental mess and it's all ready to go and clean, while we're waiting for the asbestos removal, and we're buying the house. And we're not going to rent anymore! You think you want the blue room?
I want the second biggest room.
There's more?
I want the second biggest room. Because I know you're going to...
Well, I'm going to make it a bigger room.
I know. And I don't want the... And then there's going to be the 2 other rooms. I want the bigger one out of the 2. Mr. Remy says I've been giving him really good work.
You said it again today?
He said that today.
I think he's trying to give you a hint when it's coming on your report card, huh?
Maybe.
Straight A's.
Maybe. I don't know about Miss McKernan though. She's confusing.
She's a new teacher, that's why. She's trying to challenge all the
Hopefully I'll
students.
get a B.
Yeah.
It's ELA.
Don't you think it'd be kind of nice for us to finally have our own home? I do. Having your own home means you don't have to move. We'll have to move one more time though. But at least it's only 6 blocks down the road, right? So that's not such a big deal.
And we don't have to carry things up 41 stairs.
No. Thank God.
I remember us eating Wendy's at this table when we were just moving in.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like, unfortunately, what you do when you're moving to a place. A kitchen needs to be remodeled. And we're probably going to still be living here like a month while we're fixing the house up inside after we close on it. We're going to sand the floor, make them look nice. Got to paint.
Because I think we were here right at the end of 4th grade.
We moved in here last April.
Yeah.
But
Last April?
it was actual April 15th we got the place because we had to move out of Chandler
Last
Street.
year?
Yeah.
I was in 5th grade.
We've only had one Christmas here. Think of it that way. Yeah. So yeah, it was April 15th we got it, but we didn't move our stuff until May 1st. And then 2 weeks later we went to Vegas. And yeah, we've been here 1 year, since April. Okay. Huh. Really? 16 months.
So we've been here.
Which is exactly the same amount of time that we were at Ellesmere Street. We had to move out of there too. God forbid we paid rent on time. And then Chandler Street, 4 years. 4 years in a home, but we didn't have the money to buy the place. She had to sell it. And that's why we're here. So, but But yeah, no more renting, no more doing that. So I'm like, no oil tank or asbestos can stop me from buying this house. Do you think putting an in-ground pool in the backyard is going overboard? Well, that's Dominic, the contractor guy. Hi. Hi. Dominic? Hello? Weird.
Butt call?
Maybe. I'll find out. Maybe it's a butt call. Hi, did you just butt call me? Oh. Hey, so what's up? How's it going? Busy day for you. Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? Like problems? Yeah. Okay. Okay, wait. On the job. Okay.
Get up into a third, or 25, and then 50 at the end.
25%, 25%,
and then 50% at the end. You told your lawyer told you have to do it like that because the money's being out.
Okay. Now, would Wayne be okay with that then? Even though? Just say it? You know what he said? He said on November 12th, and if you could get a fire guy there that he knows on that day, he thinks he's going to be able to bang this out in 3 hours, he said.
Well, listen, this is what I'm telling you about this guy. This guy was playing the fucking Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, you tell us, if you're better 3 hours, then you get slow. And then 2, then I want a contract, you know, well, however you want to make it, however you want to say it. But I'm giving you a heads up.
Okay.
If anything happens with this guy, I'll put it all back on me.
Okay.
I mean, he's done stuff to me. He's never fucked me. You know, but I've always kept a tight rein on him with money.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I would say, okay, here's your job's $5 grand, here's $5 grand, do it. I'd never see him again.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. So don't give him the first payment until the equipment for the removal of the tank is on the property, you said?
Yeah, you're gonna need a tractor there, a backhoe.
Yeah.
Okay? So start digging it. But the next day you give him his first fucking payment.
Okay.
Okay, but make sure you're on fucking contract and read the contract.
Okay, do you want me to have you review? Would you like me to have you review?
I mean, I'm sure he's gonna save you a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I just want you to fucking throw the reins on him. You know what I mean? If you fucking let him loose, forget about it.
Okay. He says he's already going there tomorrow to measure or put like something maybe where the tank goes or something?
Yeah. Well, I know he already called dig safe. He can't dig until the 12th. I'm not going to be here on the 12th. I'll highly be there.
Yeah.
I'm flying out on the 9th and I come back on the 15th.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
But he is absolutely more incapable. And the final payment, you don't give him the final payment until you get the certified certificate from whatever it is that you fucking need.
certified certificate.
Yes, the certification that everything is okay, fucking stamp every fucking thing.
All right, so the second payment should be halfway done. That's when the oil tank then is removed. And,
Yeah, that's when the fucking water tank is going down the fucking street.
and the dirt's covered.
Even if the, I mean, once he sets the fucking tank on the dump truck that's going down the street, everything's already inspected. He'll cover up the holes that day because he can't keep a hole open by law.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
But you pay him at the end of the day. You don't pay him at the beginning of the day.
Okay.
Okay?
No, I understand. You're trying to warn me that he's got a little bit of a reputation, right?
He does. But if you hold him close, he's very knowledgeable and he's capable of doing it.
Okay.
But this is the way you got to deal with him.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. All right. All right. Well,
But you never know. He might love you because I know he loves transgenders anyway.
he does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
How do you know that, though?
How do I?
How do you know that?
How do I know what?
That he likes transgenders.
I've known this guy for 25 years, 30 years.
Okay. All right. So then, I should maybe text him that my lawyer said that that's what he expects.
No, you don't put a text. No, just let him continue what he's doing. You know?
Yeah.
Did you tell him about the proposal?
He didn't give me one yet.
Yeah, but did you ask him?
I said if you could send me a quote and the commitment on the 12th and all that, you want to send it to Portia's email, and I gave him the email, and Wayne LeBlanc's email.
Yeah, just tell him to say, yeah, he should say my attorney wants it also.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dominic. I appreciate it. And so does it look like those guys are going to be able to do the job on Monday from the stairs?
I'm going to meet him there tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, but as of right now, that's the schedule as of right now.
All right. You're awesome.
All right?
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
First and foremost, and the house is not even ours. Think of this. House is not even ours, and we're going to remove asbestos, remove an oil tank, get a new deck in the back, and whatnot. And if it wasn't for the relationship that we had with the son and the son's girlfriend of the father that passed away in this house, relationship, and letting us come in here to get this done,
Thank God
this
we
house would still not be sold
Thank God we
today.
could do all that thing. There would still be a derelict.
We work together. We work together.
Awesome. Let me get a key to the house. She is the girlfriend of the son of the father that died, passed away in the house that we're buying. And she's gonna give us a key so we can work on it. There you go. Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
So I went by and I tried it.
Yeah.
It's just like turn to the right type deal and it pops kind of open.
Okay, front, back.
Front.
Oh,
But I know
okay.
it does a back too, so.
Okay.
so.
All right. Well, thank you so much because
No.
I feel like we're being a pain in the
No,
ass.
you're fine. He's not a morning person.
No, no,
That's really what
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry. And I was running around. I had to go to the bank and do errands, so this was not a big deal for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No
I appreciate
problem.
it.
And
And
it's-
we're gonna just give you a warning each time we're going there, because like obviously you guys want to do things there too. So when you get a chance
Yeah.
to or whatever.
So,
And then I'm just saying I was eyeing that coffee table.
so I'll talk to him about that too.
I'm just saying it's big. I'm gonna get
It's
a big one like
huge,
that.
yeah.
And if he doesn't want it, I'm saying it. But other than that, then you know,
Yeah.
bye bye.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right.
I'll
Take
see you
care.
later.
Yep. Cool. Got the key to the house. Thank you. So here we go again. And I had decided I also want to get the gutters on the front and rear porch done to measure, because I just want to make sure we don't ever have an issue with moisture in the basement. And I think it's ridiculous that this house has no gutters on the front and rear parts of the roof. You don't need it on the sides because the roof doesn't go that angle. And so I am going to be looking to do that, and I'm heading over there right now to, Dominic says he'll be there at 12:30. Everything's getting done. The asbestos is gonna, you have to wait 2 weeks for a permit. That will be the last thing done. They're removing it. It's all around the pipes. But this is what's going on, and I hope for good luck. That'll be interesting. Seeing a 1,000 gallon oil tank removed Tuesday. In the ground. Put in on September 24th, 1936. So, I am screwed if this tank is leaking. And I just have to have positive vibes. Wish me luck. He's here. How are you gonna get up there?
You don't have to get up there.
You don't?
Do you have a piece of paper?
Hi. Yeah.
You going inside first?
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop some stuff off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to do the measurement.
Okay.
I called up my buddy Harry already. I told him.
I still got a lot of stuff here. That's because they've been living here, well, sort of to the 70s, or what have you. The dad, anyway. Yeah.
You know what's good is the only thing is it's going to be a couple of jagged edges, but outside that, I just want to measure the feet.
Yeah, that one part right there, like, do you really need is there gonna need to be a gutter, like, right there on the side, too?
Well, chances are he'll elbow it.
Okay.
He'll elbow it into the front one and then put a downspout. Right. That's why I took the picture specifically because of that back. But that's usually how he does it. But this guy Harry, I've been using Harry for 20 years. He's a good guy. He's honest.
Okay. Are you still gonna try to get your contractor price?
Oh, of course I'm getting my contractor price. That's
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
The kitchen, I want to do, like, you gotta make your money, right? So.
So we got 117 feet
Of total gutter?
total gutter. That's without the downspouts, but I'm not worried about the downspouts.
Okay.
The downspouts are easy. And we have 38, 8, 16, 60. Okay, so we got 76 of 2-story out of 117 feet. So 76, yeah, 117 minus 76, 41 feet. 41 feet. Single story. Okay.
Well, at least on the front and rear, we only need, well, at least the front only needs one. With
Yes.
the downs, right?
With the down. Well,
Yeah.
well, we got this little, the single story. The 48 feet is a 2-story. And we got, what did I say, 10 feet? Yeah, 10 feet. We got 10 feet of the single story.
Okay.
So what he could do is he could take some of this from the 2-story, put a downspout into this one,
Okay.
okay, and then take this one and just dump it all out there.
Okay.
Which that's where you want it to go. You don't want to go into your driveway.
Right. Okay.
Because in the wintertime, then you're gonna have ice problems, water problems. You'll always be throwing salt there to get rid of the ice.
Okay.
So what we want to do, we want all the water that comes off the roof to flow this way into a downspout into this gutter and send it off into the yard that way.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Same thing with the back. The only thing with the back, because of the jogs that we have in the back here,
Yeah.
you're probably going to end up with probably 2 different downspouts.
Okay.
Okay, one of them will pick up the 2-story, dump it into the single story, and same thing,
Okay.
off to the left. As far as the other half of the 2-story, pick it up over there, but dump it where it's just before the driveway, so it dumps off into the yard, so you never have an ice problem
Okay.
with the driveway,
Yeah.
so nobody gets hurt.
Cool.
Okay. So let me.
I love this room.
Yeah, this is gonna be a beautiful room.
Yeah. It might even be one of those ones you might want to go with like the better moldings like in the corners, you know what I mean? Like with a little bit of a
Crown moldings.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Paint it first, then put the moldings on last because that way you don't have to paint
Yes,
the ceiling tip.
Exactly.
A working fireplace.
I had my fireplace burning last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta come by my place sometime. Check my place out.
Okay.
I got 2 different.
I wouldn't mind removing that. I like it opened up like a regular fireplace, you know?
Do you know how much these are? I just paid $600 for a used one. Those are so damn expensive.
Yeah, but it kind of takes away a
It
lot of
does.
old look. You
It
know?
does.
Like where it's more open.
What I've done,
Yeah.
with my other one, I bought a screen. Goes like this, like that, so you could see, through it. You know.
Yeah. For a deposit for the oil tank removal guys, they're at the house now. They said they found the tank. They said it's on the side of the house. It's not under the driveway. There was a Walter Jenkins that was the first owner of this house. He was a bachelor. This house was built in 1925. And I know there was a Walter Jenkins because when I needed to realize there's a 1,000-gallon oil tank underneath the ground, which, like, what was this, a hotel room? I mean,
It's like the size of a mini submarine.
it was
huge.
This house is only 2,400 square feet, and most predictions said that probably about a 500-gallon or a 250-gallon tank under the ground. It was 1,000 gallons. So he was really worried about running out of it. So he bought the house in 1925, but it was installed by the Worcester Fire Department September 24th, 1936. It's when they put the in-ground thing in there. It's funny, when they're pulling out, you see the booze bottles of, like, you know, the guys are working on it, like, hey, let's give people a memento whenever they have to dig this up. You know what I mean? Of, like, old whiskey bottles or whatever when they're digging that in there. There was concrete around it. It was difficult. Oh, my God. It was fascinating to see pulled out. It's a 1,000-gallon biggie. And I'll at least pay them the deposit. They're there now. I'm going to sign their contract. So him and his guys are there now. I've never met them. He was referred by Dominic. His price was better. And this is the biggest risk out of all this whole thing is that tank better not leak when they pull that thing out. And I hope it's sound and it's important, or else I'm going to run into like some sort of environmental mess. I don't need that. With a check, sign a contract. They actually already started doing something, like measuring where it is. I don't know if they're digging today. There's all these things you gotta do with the fire department. Someone's got to watch and all that sort of thing. It's got to be done the right way. So here it goes, on to meeting a new crew of contractors that do specialize in tank removal. So here it goes. Well, that's it then. It could be possibly half of it, right?
The roots aren't helping. That's what's killing us.
Yeah.
That's why the hand does it with the roof. Got a chance to come in here with a machine. Next thing you know, we're going to damage it now. You don't want to damage it. Taking it out. So we have to come up with one piece.
All right, I'll try to see. This key's a little touchy. Portia, by the way. Portia Williams.
Joni,
Joni,
Jazvalis, Tuffy,
Say
Portia.
stuff.
Made in Great Britain.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
I find bottles in my backyard
Yeah,
all the
fuel the
time.
acetyl
Yeah,
fuel.
that's
Yeah.
where they used to throw the trash.
Yeah, you'll see the crazy yellow soul. That's me.
Well, Portia, welcome to the neighborhood if I can help you in any way. I live in the beige two-family. That's my house.
Okay. All right, thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4 houses down.
All right.
What?
But good luck.
Good, thank you.
Me for getting an orange truck, and then I see her car. I says, I'm out.
Oh, I love it.
She's the king now.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah. Let's take a look. See how big is the guy? Oh my God! Oh my gosh! Oh my Lord. That is one big tank. Alrighty. Said and done. Said and done. I'll get a picture of it, Donna.
I got pictures.
What's that? See? Running house. Get in the video.
Hi.
Yeah, he's totally excited, aren't you? You should be excited. Yeah, there's a giant hole in the ground. Alright, we get. Oh. What the heck?
How much? Couple.
See, it's the sludgy, muddy stuff on the bottom.
There is sludge in there.
Sludge now. Not too much
Took
sludge.
it that way. That's why when I put the.
Ain't much in there.
How much?
Loose stuff is only a couple gallons.
So many rock, right?
So many rocks.
Oh shit, they put rock in the outside walls.
Yeah. Maybe they put, that's a giant, then I moved that one. I guess he knows that, yeah, that's good. Oh shit, look at the size of that rock!
Dry. Working. Perfect. No leak.
Oh yeah, so what do I mean? Because now that means I pay you the rest.
What's that?
I pay you the rest now, so...
Yeah, then what I do is when I take this, I'll take this, and I'll make him at the tank yard, I'll get a photocopy of this. Then I'll get the copy from the tank yard that they received the tank.
Yeah.
Take a photocopy of that, that goes back to the fire department. Then I gotta go online, this stuff, and record it in Boston. No, that's okay. Oh, yeah. This is all you need for the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
And today, they're doing the loading of the dirt from the missing 1,000 gallon tank. They have to... They have to fill at least the 1,000 gallons that's missing from the ground. And they're going to be bulldozing that into here. See? It's got to cover the hole from the compact tight in. All raked up all these leaves. Mowed the lawn a little bit. We're using these tarps to get rid of all these leaves. The leaves probably haven't been removed from these trees for like 3-4 years maybe. That's why some of the grass is looking a little yellow. But yeah, no, we're going to use all this land and we're going to fence it all. And it's very abandoned. There's like garbage sometimes in some of these leaves. She just put the piece of wood replacement there. She has to paint it. It's part of the requirement to close on the loan, believe it or not. Scraped paint. It is late. Did all the leaves in the front yard. Today is Saturday. I'm all congested. Blowing leaves around. And Whit was a huge help today. He played PlayStation 4 at his house. He got a bag of chips, and he's watching YouTube and Minecraft stuff or whatever. And he hasn't done anything for us yet for the house. Have you, buddy? I am exhausted. We've been doing this since like 9 this morning. The front lawn looks great though. I think Lane and Jeff and probably their son Chris will be here tomorrow. But I'm getting starting to wonder about all this stuff in here. I mean, technically we're not supposed to be here yet. They're letting us here. So I won't judge it. It just looks like there's a lot of work to do.
Left is to the right.
Yeah.
So once you jack it up, it'll be flush.
I guess compared to the way it was the last few days,
Surprised nobody went through
it's
it.
a good weather, huh?
Yeah, I took some pictures. That thing was rotted.
Oh no, it was on the appraisal report for the closing.
Yeah.
It said rotting wood, and then the loan company's like, we're not going to give you this house with that oil tank,
Right.
just rotted back,
Yeah, they're pretty.
and the asbestos. That's it.
They're pretty strict. It's all depends what kind of loans you go for. The FHAs are strict.
What's good, these banks being strict on things though is actually good for business for all you folks though.
Yeah.
Gives you a lot of work. So you want a loan, you gotta fix stuff. Because
I bought my house
yeah.
4 years ago, the one I'm at now, and they wouldn't give me the loan because the paint was chipping on the outside. The two girls that lived there, they had no money.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll scrape and paint it quick, you know, but it's kind of sticking my neck out. But then they approved the loan. But I got it cheap. I only paid $135.
Is that a cord or a wire that's on that?
Yeah. That's something. Oh, it's an oldie time telephone cord. No, not telephone. It's an antenna for a house. A house antenna.
Oh wow, there's not even any asbestos on that piece.
No, there is right there, knuckles. So, Narragansett beer with the
Yeah.
couple of bottles of Jack Daniels, peach schnapps,
Sounds like a teenager's dream, huh?
and whatever fell out over here.
It's a good.
Whatever this is.
My brother.
A Bacardi.
My brother in high school used to hide. He got caught though. He didn't get in too much trouble because he was apparently such a little angel. But he was putting booze bottles in heat vent thing or something, like hiding it or something.
That's what they were. They were hiding up in this off. So all this stuff should go right in the dumpster. I don't think we should recycle the asbestos wood. I don't
Okay.
think we should burn it. I think we should throw it right in the fucking dumpster.
No, I have a feeling they may not really want any of this stuff here. We really have to.
Until we moved in, and then they come over for a visit. Awesome. Place. There's some old
Asbestos. It's asbestos in this thing. All along these white pipes. So today is the asbestos, however you say that word, removal. They're doing it now. They were here at 7:30 in the morning. I opened the door for them, and we're supposed to be closing on December 2nd, and I haven't been hearing anything from them.
Four dumpsters later, we bought the house, we got it, we got approved, we closed on December 3rd, and we did spend our Christmas at the other apartment because, you know, we just got the house.
We had overlap time.
We were doing this. We hired someone to do the floors.
Plus the house was full. Every room was full of stuff.
We had to get rid of it, like 3 or 4 dumpsters.
Sorted and
some things we kept.
And very few things.
And then we reached out to the son, you know, the son's owner, the father that had passed here. To the kids of the house, and that's sad. It's like a sad story. But there's nothing worse than moving into an auction foreclosure home when someone had their home raped from them because they just couldn't afford it, versus the understanding of what's happening. And there's at least a surplus of money for them when you buy the house. They just want to make it easier. If they wanted to get in the way, they could have. I'm glad we had a good relationship with them because
they were very helpful. If it wasn't
maybe somebody would even own this house today if it wasn't for that.
But I think they liked us and they saw us as a family and wanted the house to be passed down to another family. And technically we're only the 3rd owners of the house. Old Walter Jenkins, the Olings, and now...
So, when we moved in, Shauna said that she ran into one of the neighbors and said that when he moved into his house, and he's still there today, in 1971 or whatever it was. 72. He remembers Walter Jenkins, the original bachelor owner of this house, since 1925, was being rushed into an ambulance in 1971.
Taken away in
72.
the ambulance for his last ride to the hospital.
Right. And so he passed. And that's where the oil tank came from. And then in 1972, I believe it was July 14th or 16th or something like that, but it was close to my birthday. July 14th, 1972, the Olings purchased this house, and they've been here since then. The Olings were great neighborhood family that were both professors at a college in the city of Worcester, and they loved classical music, from what I understand from what they left behind. And you know, they had 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter. And you know, of course, the kids would have a hard time like going to the place, but everyone's moved on, and it came upon our hands based on the children of these parents that purchased this house in 1972. If it wasn't for meeting them and being so gracious, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to understand a little bit about the character of this house, and for me to have the aggression to want to bid on it in the first place. So hats off to them. It's probably hard to let go. I understand that. I feel that way already being here, that I'm not going to let this place go.
No.
You know, put too much work into it.
For reasons we later got to find
Which
out.
we found out later. But when I even looked at the property inside, the kitchen was awful, and I thought like we'd redo it. I always wanted to have a property where it has an in-ground pool. Didn't have one. I thought, why can't I just put one in? You know?
So you can.
And this place had real potential. So, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was also full of stuff.
Full of stuff.
And some of the original paint from 1923 or whatever.
Wallpaper.
Was still here.
Wallpaper.
Wallpaper, of course, but some of the original paint.
We put 11 grand on top of the 10 grand we put down for the auction bid that's already towards the payment of this house. $11,000 was put down. That's how badly I wanted this, in order to satisfy the loan company to give us the loan when we have the right over 20% down. And so that is how it happened. We were risk takers. I was a risk taker.
A little bit, yeah.
I really believe in this house. Shauna sometimes would make me think like, do you think this is a really good idea? And I'm like, I don't want to lose $10,000 on that bid I just put down in the auction. I'm going to lose it if I don't think this.
Well,
Hi, come on into the house. Welcome to what could be considered by some a money pit. Look. This is when you come in. Look at that. It's leaking. Something going on there. And Sean, yesterday saw a mouse running in that corner. In that corner right there. Nice. Alright, so now we're in. This is what it looks like in here. Okay? This is broken a little bit. Okay. These lights are kind of, this one doesn't go on. This one does. We're going to replace these with some cool new stuff. This over here, a lot of push button lights. These push button lights I wanted to keep, but apparently you have to replace them every 7 years. So we might not be keeping these. There's one over there. This one's a 3. Only one of these light switches doesn't work on this. This is cool. Want to keep this. Hallway with these lights, including up here, the stairs. Probably going to change this wall color and make it look a little bit better. And everything that's going on here, it's just... And this closet that we'd like to keep, but in order for it to be flush with this wall, we're going to probably have to knock this out for the kitchen. I'm keeping this old heater thing. because everything in here is like chrome silver in the hallway. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to paint this silver. I don't want to get rid of it. It's just one of those little pet peeves. We already have to get rid of our push lights. See? These guys, they're a pain in the butt. And you have to fix them every 7 years. And electrical guys don't like them because they're like some sort of fire hazard or something. Obviously this house is 100 years old, so it's fine. I just painted over this because we're going to replace it with what they call rock light switches or something, or rock switches. And I ordered stuff from a Victorian store. Will give us light switches that are not like cliche like Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever, right? So this is the hallway. We did everything like a metallic blue. You know, got some artwork. I got my little pictures up there, see? Pulled this heater out, the steam heater, and we painted it silver. Looks good. Those things is like a silver thing. Knew these were like the pool type lights things, and works good. I like how that looks. This used to be a closet door here. Well, we took it out because we needed the room for the kitchen. So, you know, drywall has been put there during the time they were painting it. Need a little shelf in here and a mirror. Light switches. I got these light switches at a Victorian shop. You could buy all kinds of old things. It's got these little cone things on it. It's a Cape Cod company. Some of these lights weren't even working. They used to be push button lights. And see, that one controls that in the hallway there. And same thing here, got the little combs on it. New light switches, even turns the one upstairs. This light that works to go on the upstairs now. We asked the old owners what was wrong with it, and they said it never worked for them. So, well, it works for us. So, there was a stain up there on the ceiling. And of course, we've actually painted the ceiling, replaced that light, did that gold, and we did orange in here. It used to be a green, but it's painted this like a gold, and put on new knobs. And painted all the way inside. There's a little cubby thing we hang our jackets. So we're gold in there, looks good. The gold was done inside this here for the windows, and up there as well. Kind of looks like a sun rising there, and inside here. Looks cool. We haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be putting this vinyl. It's like a stained glass window stuff on both these windows here. I do plan on doing that as well. Now this light here is, we replaced that and we added a medallion around the light. And the ceiling was really bad. We did paint the ceiling here. It already wants to crack a little bit, but it's been improved. We're going to have to work on that a little bit again. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff being left behind. And apparently this is kind of going to be abandoned. They've been over to grab the things, but they ran out of room to put it somewhere. All this behind. Great for us. Only one of these lights works. Up here, we're going to switch these out to is that one. Oh, I think Sean already got them both to work. Let's let this one work. No. Could be a light bulb though. French doors are all going to have to be painted. It's all yellow. Person who lived in this house before probably smoked a lot of cigarettes. Very yellow up there. We're going to have to redo this. So basically, I'm going to need to change this and add our touch to it. Lots of stuff left behind here. Look at that. We just... And there's cobwebs in the fireplace. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a chimney guy look at this, for sure. Okay, so let me show you what we've done to the living room with all the improvements.
Starting off over here, replaced all the curtains. It's that way on both sides and over there as well. Okay. We did these crown moldings. We still haven't done the ceiling yet, but the crown moldings have been replaced up top. Actually painted these by hand. It was cheaper to paint them by hand all through here. We did do the paint job of like a crimson, like a maroon color. I've always liked this color for the living room. The fireplace mantle used to have a cover on it. You open up a door and and yeah, the spider webs were in there. It wasn't used for a while. Wanted to make it more open, and so we removed that. Like that better. And one of these sconces, the lights was working, the other one wasn't. The old Victorian ones, you pull the chain. We put these two lights on here, and we added our own switch. See? The entire house was resanded, and we had the floors done. So not only was everything painted in this house, but all the floors were done. So it's kind of like it's residue from old owners is kind of almost all wiped out of here. It's even including the basement, but we'll get to that. Wallpaper is going to be moved. Take a look at this. You can even see old wallpaper behind this here. This works, thank God. Okay. One of these lights on the side for sure is here. Wallpaper's going to have to be removed, but I want to paint it. And I'm going to want to put a nice big dining room table here. Now, how are we going to replace this chandelier? I don't like the way this place looks either in here either. So the dining room, we open this here, French doors. We left the same chandelier there. I thought I was going to replace that, but I like it. And mainly everything, like the curtain rods, these have all been replaced. I was going with like a mahogany color, all to match this. That's pretty close to mahogany. China cabinet, I love it. Of course, I got a nice new dining room table. It seats 8. Got some new artwork, or like a candle thing. You pull them. So see, light on. It's kind of a nice effect. Same thing with this sconce, a little nice effect. It's the way we only could do it because they used to be pull switches, is we had to do the flick on off light. This actually was left behind. I like this piece, this art piece was left behind. You know, the foreclosure thing, I guess they didn't want it. I like it. The ceiling in here also still needs to be painted. And that is that's the dining room. And this here I've always had this. Stickers everywhere, all that. This closet here is a closet, but the yellow room that's next door, it's supposed to be the master, has a closet on this side and a closet on this side. This is being completely torn down. Okay? So this will be the same as the yellow room, and I'm going to be making it into one room. So on this side, we'll make the changes here. Master bedroom. And no, doesn't appear to be any holes in the wall. But if you remember what I was telling you about next door, there's a closet here. And there's a closet here that signifies that this is the master bedroom. Okay? The closet next door is here. So what are we going to do? We're knocking this whole thing out, and it's going to be the master bedroom. And yellow, and look at this. Look at these lights. Falling off. Oh my God, it actually works. Fan, cracked ceilings. Look at the screens. About 15 screens in this house look like that.
Okay? You would think they threw their cat out the window. You know what I mean? So, this is going to be pink. And on this side of the room, this is what it's going to look like then, when we knock these walls down.
It's fall apart easy.
Put them on this, and then I think maybe you'll get away with a half-inch sheetrock. I personally would take this right off and do the whole piece, and then you only got 2 seams to do.
Right.
You plaster it,
Yeah.
you only got 2 seams. And I got a feeling once I rip that stuff off, it's gonna take the sheetrock with it. That cedar.
I see.
They probably nailed, they might have even glued it. But most of that came down, so I'd go straight across, a couple pieces of sheetrock with that.
Okay.
This wall, see? It's been done. And I'm probably like brewing asbestos or something, but let's hope not. Got all the windows open just in case. On this side, master bedroom requires knocking out a wall. What? I'm painting it pink. See, the moldings we're gonna do bigger ones, and we're gonna take these out. So I'm painting right over it, doesn't matter. But this is what the master bedroom's gonna look like, this size. Lots to do, dusty, everything in here. A ring. Get that? Perfect. What's up? So, as we're finally moved in all our stuff with other people's stuff still here, it's taking a long time, but we just signed a contract for an in-ground pool, and I'm getting ready to see Bobby. These Bobby, and Moses are going to get ready to knock this tree down, because I am worried that this thing is going to come the wrong direction, and it better not come towards the house. The bedroom took a lot of work. As
you know, we knocked out a wall. This used to be the small bedroom, the small room. The ceiling has been painted in here. Did the crown moldings up top. I have shelves everywhere. I have a lot of shoes. These lights were put on both sides of the room. I think this used to be a fan that was in here. I'm not sure. Is everything pink? Over here, added a closet, sliding out. Believe it or not, both closets in this bedroom are both mine. You come this way, little place to rest, put on your shoes. We got a new fan, put up in the ceiling there. So that's in the center of the room because we knocked the wall out. More shelves, a little nook in here for the TV and my drawers. More shelves. And then over here, so as you see from the new key where the TV is, I have another closet here, but this one's got a mirror and closed top and bottom. This is further out. This used to be the side of the master bedroom that was yellow before, and we covered up a door that was over there in the hallway, and it's now just that one entrance. You come in through there. New curtains, more shelves. This is my vanity, where, you know, I powder my nose sometimes. But this is a vanity, and there's a total of, oh my god, how many windows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 windows in my room. It's just enough space, I would say, for my bedroom, and I'm pretty pleased. Bed set is a Victorian style bed set that I picked up because my old bed set is now in the guest room. That's a queen, this is a king. And the furniture all matches, and I absolutely love it. It was it was just a weird year, because even though we bought it on December 2nd of 2019, it was like odd, like we're moving into a house, and we moved out of a house, and then 2 weeks later, Shauna and I and my son Whit were going to Los Angeles and Disneyland and Universal Studios, and not knowing, you know, having a great time. And then 3 weeks after, in March, there was this COVID-19 coronavirus thing going on. My son getting, one day before his birthday, it was actually on his birthday, they closed the schools on Friday the 13th was his birthday.
13th.
Friday, March 13th was the first day of school closures of 2020.
We had planned a birthday party for him on the 14th, I think.
It was early enough, yeah, where
kids came over, we were all super safe. We socially distanced it as much as kids can do. And it worked out fine, I think. And luckily, it wasn't really effective.
And cobwebs everywhere. It's obvious nobody has loved this house, done anything for it for like a decade. Okay? Look, nasty. This is gonna be the guest room. I don't like it at all. We have to change it up. This is the guest room. It's okay. It's better than it was before. I put my old queen size canopy bed in here for our guests. Now we typically, COVID, we have one guest in this room. We stayed under 10 people throughout the whole summer. But this is pretty much what it's like. We got like a little rack here thing to put your suitcase on. It's the little one that's here in the guest room. So this is for Shauna's closet, is in the guest room. And of course, if guests are here, they can hang some things up here, put the suitcase down there.
And they got long time ago on my bedroom TV, they got an old TV there. They could do, we have a Chromecast on it, so whatever you got, Hulu, whatever you want, you can watch television on it. It's good. And it overlooks the back pool and everything. And, they got a mirror, little station for makeup or what have you. Put the room's just purple. Still haven't done the ceiling in here yet. I also bought this new purple carpet for this room too. And of course all the floors were done in every room. But the guest room's still in progress. Like to get some new curtains, but that's the guest room.
Hey, did you ever put in an in-ground pool in your backyard? Whoa!
No, most people hire somebody to do an in-ground pool in your backyard. So that's like another thing. We hired this group called JC Pools. It's a local New England company out here. I don't know, it's like Barnstable, whatever you call it.
Recommend, they're awesome.
It's a Cape Cod company that serves all New England. The JC Pools were here and they finished our pool in 6 days. We were the first ones. Now COVID was going on and some people were canceling. I understand. May not happen that fast for you. But these guys were great. They were excellent.
Really good.
I like JC, I guess stands for John Caruso, which is the owner of the company. And he's got a good crew. They've been working with him for decades. And they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Actually, considering they see all kinds of things in life, they've seen us. And they were really good.
They were wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful people. Nice
I
people.
really recommend them. They were the best price.
Excellent customer service. They came back 10 times to help us figure out things. So.
Yeah, they do. They come back. They closed our pool for us as part of the whole thing. And to be honest with you, with my searching for pool companies, there was one that charged double this amount. I looked at financing, and I'm like, you know what? I got great credit. Good credit. Mid 700s. And they want to charge me a 20% interest to get it financed, the pool. So I'm like, you know what? Beep that. I'm going to be like, I paid it. So, $45,000 to get this pool done. 16 by 32. The peen on this is just, look at these mouse poops everywhere. Look at the floors. This is what happens when you buy a house at auction. It comes with dirty dishes, with a nasty dishwasher. Anybody want some dirty dishes when they buy a house at an auction? It comes with it. It's free. But the house wasn't free. Tile, and this reminds me of the walls
in my high school before they redid our high school, which was like barely years after I graduated. And this is all gonna be removed, and this whole thing, we're removing this wall, all this stuff, opening it up, removing this wall, and all of this junk in here, and we're gonna make it a nice kitchen. Totally going to redo the whole thing with modern, gonna have a modern twist to it. And this kitchen's nasty, and we're certainly gonna switch this too. There's mice in this house. They come up through these holes and through the wall. Knocked out this entire wall. All these cabinets have been taken out. Look at it, like so many different layers of a floor. Look. Floor, floor, and other floor right there. This old, I don't know, like what you... So sadly, we're probably gonna have to, because it's weird, we're gonna probably have to knock out this closet in the hallway, which we didn't want to do, but I think we have to. Because then we'll give it zigzag design. This way, that way. So, in order for it to go all the way down the corner this way, probably gonna have to get rid of this. My guys that are working really hard to do my kitchen. This is Bobby. There's Moses, he's running away! There's Moses. He's helping too. The electrical stuff was done. There's still debris down here. We have a new slider. How cool is it? We have a new slider. See? It's gonna give more light. There's gonna be, and so you can see that from the island. See, that's the piping done for the island. Insulation's being put in. Insulation. We need insulation. There is insulation in this place, and it's thin. It's like, I don't know what year this would have been done, but this is insulation, and we're keeping that there, and then we're adding other insulation, because, see here, when all this was, demolition took place, and we knocked out all the stuff, they always had, like these wood pieces that would go across with plaster. And it was what made, keep the, you know, the old school drywall in its place, see? And now that that's not there, so we're adding another layer of insulation versus all this is, right here, is old insulation. Now, the wiring's been done, as you can see, right down there. And the plug fixtures we're putting together. This is where the counter is going to be over here. See? And the plugs go all the way. This is also going to be like above countertop. Right there. But as you can see,
That's what it is. Yeah, with the wire coming in the bottom.
this is my electrician Sparky, and this is my plumber.
No.
And who is he? Does he want to introduce himself? Pat!
Yeah.
Pat the plumber.
Yeah. Sell the same.
It's an old house. This is what happened to the kitchen. See? Take you all around the kitchen. As is. See? What? New fridge. We did the sink, internal sink here. Get the dishwasher here. And I wanted an island counter. It's all open. I chose to do the room in blue. And here it is, to look at the full kitchen. And lots of drawer space. This used to be a wall here. And there was a wall here and here. I did on the kitchen floor. I got like carpets. The flooring still is not completed. We still have to do, I don't know what they call that when you have to fill the gaps in between these, the dark tile that I chose for this room because it's such a bright white cabinets that I thought it made sense to have a dark floor so that everything pops out. See? Dark floor leading into the dining room. We have a television. So when you sit down on the island here, the TV, you can watch television. Or like if you're cooking, you watch television. There was, if you remember, the black refrigerator was here. And there was also a wall here, and there used to be like an old door here, and we got the slider. And the pool is almost installed in the back there. The basement. A little musty. We're going to leave that door open there. And this is going to be all opened up. This is going to be redone, the steps, we're putting new carpet, we're knocking down this wall, we're knocking down this wall. This has been cleared. All this asbestos is on the heating pipes, and the loan company is making us remove it. But the issue is where it breaks up. This has been out in the ground. Some of the stuff on here is probably already asbestos. Okay? But this has been cleared because they're coming in here tomorrow to remove this. Okay? I don't like asbestos. Asbestos is in over here. And this wall. And making it so that this is totally open here. And we're going to have it fully carpeted down here. We're going to have a pool table, foosball, couches. Really cool place. I think I might even want to have a bar. Okay. So that's the basement. Okay. Then there is the basement. It's very different.
We redid the entire stairs, all new wood and a new carpet on the new stairs going up. It was kind of rickety before, and so here we are. We're going to do the arcade side first, and this is how it's coming out from this direction. The laundry area has been kind of cleaned up, put up a shelf, did some new paint over there, and this is what the arcade side kind of looks like. You got a ping pong table, hockey stick table, and then you got like Space Invaders and Golden Tee, Joust, that comes with Rampage and whatnot. There's Marvel and the Punisher, and there is Haunted House Pinball, and it's quite nice. This plays like 60 games. This here, play Donkey Kong. NBA Jams. NBA Jams. This game, Legends Arcade, it's like an 80s theme. Legend Arcade this plays over 300 games. We got Miss Pac-Man.
And like I said, it's like an 80s theme. And then we have Frogger and Golden Axe. It also has Altered Beast and Shinobi and whatnot. And that's how this side of the room came out. And then when you go onto this side, there used to be a wall here. If you go onto this side, we got pool table, billiards. Like I said, it's an 80s theme. And shuffleboard table. This couch that's here now it goes outside in the summer. It's an outdoor couch. That's only there temporarily. But what's going to go here next to the foosball table is the hockey stick table. We won't be bringing this couch in here anymore, I guess. And here's the line to shoot darts. It's an electronic dartboard. It's actually a lot of fun. And as I said, I was doing the 80s theme. We got a TV over there, got the pool table, and we brought down the extra fridge down here. And so we have an extra fridge. We keep stuff in the freezer and things like that. And this is the basement and how it came out. It's quite good with the kids, and even the big kids love it. This bathroom, ew, same stuff. Green tile. I don't even think this mirror was cool in the 70s. Look at this. It's amazing. Look at that. Okay. This whole thing is going to be done. This thing doesn't even work. See this up here? That doesn't even work. It's missing a light switch. It just grows. And look at, if you want light in here, you got to use like an office light that's plugged into the wall right there. Okay? Now, the only thing that looks good in this bathroom right now is our soap. And our own toilet paper. This was the half bath right here. We did the bathroom. It's much different. Lighting fixture. This nice. I like the silver that was on this mirror. This is the darkest color ever. It's a very charcoal dark gray. And I will show you the difference. See the new lights, the rock switches, the new plugs. And I love this faucet. It's like a faucet you would have like in a water fountain. This comes out like that. And yeah, this is how it turned out. See? New sink and new toilet. And that's kind of like a little bit of a tour of how the basement was done. And the kitchen and the half bath. Wick's bedroom, my son's bedroom. Not really a big basement. Obviously this door needs some work. We're gonna have to fix this. Look at this. You know, heights of people growing up. Stickers. I don't know if it's being left behind. Hardwood floors are not nice. They gotta be redone. I didn't know anything about this, but we realized that my son's room is gonna need a little bit of work. So when you come check out a place to think you're gonna get something at an auction, you have this hidden. What the heck? Wallpaper behind here, this, I mean, has been let go. This, I just couldn't live like that. Stuff is stored in here. I mean, all this stuff's gonna get thrown out. This is Whit's bedroom, that would be Whit's closet. That's actually enough room, to be honest with you, for him. But, yeah, that's pretty bad. And so, considering how nasty all this looks, I don't think Whit's gonna like his room, you know, looking like we're avoiding the Nazi Germans in France or something like that, and some grenades and stuff went through here. So, I don't like the way this room looks, and I'm gonna change it.
That looks great.
Man, this guy would be like 6 years old or 50 years old. I'm gone. And he's actually doing something else in this spot of the house. It's in 11. His bedroom. Second largest room in the house.
Yeah, because he turned 2 of them into one, which made it larger.
Yes. When you're an adult, you'll understand. Here, we got Whit's room done finally. Whit's room done. Whit's doing homework. Say hi. Hi. And wow. Had to replace all the walls. He's got his nice new desk. Loves Queen. And the Beatles stuff. He's got his Beatles stuff. The only 12-year-old probably in Massachusetts that has a 50-inch smart TV. Of course, you don't believe that, do you? There's plenty of rich people out there. Very cool. When we come down the hallway here, we do like these, pretty cute, these little gizmos. This is going to be fixed. That light switch right there on the top, we're going to get that replaced. Now here, so, the railing here, looks like there's some this there. This is a great railing, it's older, I want to keep this. The hallway is much different. Hallway changes. Look at all my kids' pictures of his every school year since nursery school. All the way down from the bottom to top. See? See that? And up top, up here, I replaced this light with matching lights from here. Put up curtains. I did the paint in like a metallic gold. See? In the hallway, of course, we have the runner. Goes down the hallway. I painted these. These are part of the house. It's part of like the colonial thing, so I want this. See? That's cute. Do what I did with the door. See? It still shows you the hole where the door was for the 2 separate bedrooms that became my single bedroom. There's only 1 full bath. There's a half bath downstairs, and we did that, right? And the full bath, left to last, haven't touched it. I mean, a curtain did that, but this is a hot mess, okay? Left it because I wanted to put like a couple $1,000s into it, and I've spent a lot of money on this house. And, well, so I'm cutting some corners on the full bath with a coat of paint, and, you know, you'll see. But this is, I spent $400 for this bathroom, and this is the before. This was left just like this. They're patching up old holes. I don't like this tile that's all the way down the bottom. This toilet, okay, is, as you can see, it's like a 9-inch toilet. It's like very difficult to find that, the 9-inch toilet. So we couldn't find that. It's like a special order. So we're going to work with what we got. But so this mirror has to go. I bought a new mirror. I'm going to get rid of these light fixtures where the mirror is going to go. Okay. I am going to paint this green like a lavender color, like a light purple, kind of to sort of match these curtains. I also don't like this tile stuff. See how dirty it is? I don't like the tile everywhere, and I'm going to fully carpet this. It's going to be sort of a bang up job to do maybe for a couple of years. But it's just nasty. I mean, like, the white paint is left up on the ceiling up here. You see that? Like, it's all like around the side there. This is just the way it was left, right? And the ceiling really needs some help. Totally needs help. See? And look at these, like, this is just like a TV tray thing that's there. Sean like did this real quick. The issue is that everything gets in the way. It's like, see, look, this heater, this steam heater, small one, it's in the corner, and it gets in the way of everything. See? And so I'm just going to work with what we can do. And then see here, all these old cabinets, I was thinking maybe getting rid of it, making a half shower and like a claw bath type of situation. But no, I think we're going to keep these. And I'm going to probably change these knobs out, maybe just something like purple to match, or lavender. And, you know, there's scraping that needs to be done, like, see all this here, like so. And this is the nasty bathroom. And here's like the view. So we're gonna add like the $400 touch to it. But this is gross and I want to get rid of it. And we'll see what it looks like when it's finished. And this is kind of the view of the bathroom with green and tape and everything everywhere. And I'm getting ready to work on this. It's just something to make it look better, more comfortable. And that's what I'm going to do. Brought you to the bathroom that I said that I was going to replace like a 2-year, 3-year fix. This is not the way I want to do it, because typically I wouldn't put like wall-to-wall carpet in a bathroom, but it was just so bad. I did, like I told you, like a 2-3 year fix because it was so bad. So this is the difference in how it was before. I did it a lavender color. See? Little gizmos. It's much different. Got the mirror there. It's different. The steam heater pipe to the steam is just sitting by itself down there. We got rid of the heater because it takes up too much of the room. This is supposed to be the master bathroom, and there's like so much. There's not a lot of space here. So we got that. I closed the door. See, this here is kept the original cabinets. And so we did that. The tub was really bad, but you know, I just added this. I could probably bring some light in here right now. That'd probably be better. But that's it. And then the shower, like the tub, it's just one of those fill-in like shower tub things. They put like a shell outside the original tub. I don't know what the original tub looks like. I probably don't want to, but I will find out eventually. But we just replaced it with these like little gizmo tiles there. Little bath mats that are like turtles and seahorses and fish, etc. And I love my little look at this little guy. He's a purple ant, grasshopper / butterfly, whatever you want to call it. Matches purple really nice. And that's that. So that's the bathroom.
Then I wanted a fenced-in yard. You know,
You need a fenced-in yard.
the COVID-19 was going on. I did wheeling dealing with these guys. These guys are like, you know, they always, you know, you can't go with the first price you get. Like, you know that when you even buy a car, right? So, like, the fencing guys wanted $14,000. I talked them down to $10,000 saying it's COVID-19 right now. You're getting benefits and perks for losing business from the federal government. Why don't you say you drop $4,000 off that price and I pay you $10,000 versus paying you $14,000? Deal.
Little bunny got a little scared when we mowed the lawn and the shrubs, and he's chilled out a little bit, and we're going to let him go. We had him in captivity in a cage for about 5 hours, and we're going to let him go back to see his mom and his friends.
Welcome back. It's like glass. Glass. There we are. Says nest.
Let's go. And one of the things that happened when they did the pool is they tore up our lawn over here. And the grass has grown really good on it. The arbor over there, see? That's cool, right? The arbor. And I'm going to show you what we did to the inside garden, but we're trying to grow the grass. See? So opening up the gate to the back. I love our new pets. But see what we did? This over here, that's behind me, there was only like a trail just beyond this tree, and everything else was just a bunch of thorn bushes and everything like that, and really hated it. So we wanted to make more room, and of course we're growing the grass. It's Kentucky bluegrass, and to make that more room, of course all the guys were coming with the cement trucks and everything, and you know, it was muddy, it was in April, and so we took these cement little blocks that were actually where the pool is located now. They were on the ground, in the ground, very heavy, and we cemented them all together and made this wall and flattened and dug up a lot of dirt in here to make it more flat, see, throughout to the pool. So between the tree and there's a lot more room than just a trail, see? And look how it turned out. I thought it would be a great touch to add a nice little place to chill, a park bench, there, and take a look. The grass is growing spotty, but it's happening, and it's even growing on sand. Another thing that we're doing is concrete is more expensive, and we wanted more space around the pool. So we're in the works of, the pool is now, it's June, and it started off when they first put water in it, it's 59 degrees. Today, it's 79, and it's great, right? But this is what we're doing to add more space. We're not exactly doing it like in code or anything like that. We just want a deck that we can do around the outside. We're starting here, see, behind me. We are starting a deck to be flush with the concrete of the pool. And we're going to do it here now, but we're also going to want to do it here, because if you remember the arcade room that I showed you before, that entrance is on the basement. So if the kids want to run around, or even us big kids want to run around and play video games, come out and swim in the pool, you could do so. But what we want to do is make the deck also come down here as well, this corner, and like have it come around and maybe like over here before the shrubs start. Got little dwarf pines, and they're all perennial, so they'll grow up. The dwarfs they only get like 3 feet by 5 feet at the highest height. But you know, it's just sort of a way of, once it all comes in, we don't want people wiping out over the concrete, which is up a good 4 inches, you see. So eventually it's going to be about 4 to 5 years for that grows. As far as the Kentucky bluegrass that we've been growing, it's been growing on sand, and sand is put in the outside of this. I'm not going to mow it until it grows good. I'm going to probably mow it for the first time in a couple of weeks. Some weeds have been growing a little bit in this Kentucky bluegrass seeds that I planted. And you know, it's coming in eventually. Over here, this was a hot mess over here. This was nothing but all the bushes and thorns and everything that we just got rid of when we cleared out that area of the flowers and everything. And it's been all cut up. We rented a shredder to get some of it gone. And, you know, I'm glad the neighbors are okay with it. We've been burning a lot of it in the fire pit right there. Trying to make all the water, because it kind of comes downhill. We have pipe underneath this, and we're trying to make it so it kind of goes out down the hill. And then we're going to flatten this out over here, and we're going to also plant grass as well. Trying to get as much use out of it. It's living in a city, the second largest city in New England, and having a yard this big in the city of Worcester, Massachusetts, is extremely rare. Matter of fact, actually, there's a lot of properties that are on hills, that this area just behind this garage is likely sometimes the amount of yard space a lot of people have in their yards in city living. It's kind of like a quarter of an acre in the back, but we didn't want the pool to take up our entire yard space, and so even boasting with the pool, we still have more yard space to spare than, you know, not everybody gets that. And so that's why I was happy to get this property. But wow, it's coming out nice, and we even have a badminton net that we put together. But this is kind of a little bit of a tour of the outside. Also, the garage doors, we're doing a theme like it's red doors, black frame. It's what we did up front. It's also what we're doing here. I'll show you what we did to the garage door. It was just white, it was chip paint and everything. Open up the gate here. And here you have what we did with the garage doors, see? Painted, the handle is black, the frame is black, the outside, that outside of the black frame. New light fixture on the top, it's quite grand. The driveway, we're also going to put blacktop on it. That will take some time. And of course, we have this deck up here. This was all rotted out before, if you remember, right? And now it's, you know, the place is coming into shape, and we're just waiting for the grass to come in. So that's a little bit of a tour of some of the things I've done from the outside. Of course, I've planted flowers, but every one of them are perennials, so that obviously they blossom every single year. And I am very pleased with all that we've done. And my gosh, I closed in this house December 2nd, 2019. And here it is, it's June of 2020, and a lot of work has been done. And with this COVID-19 thing going on, it's been easier to accomplish having the time at home. Home Depot and Lowe's and all those are very popular places. And it's very nice to have done all that we've done, including the shutters. There was no shutters in the back of this house at all. I did put this green stuff I want to put down there on the deck. The problem though with wanting to do this is, I guess if you put this green outdoor carpeting on there, it could possibly, it likely will help the wood rot faster. It's just wanted to do it for comfort, and that's what we'll be doing down there at the pool as well. But it's coming along very nicely, and I'm very excited. So that's it for the outside. Bye for now. First up is Galen. Woo, that was a splash. Now we got Whit Williams coming up. Because that was a big splash. She did the knees and everything, so it's good. Okay.
I feel like too much on the sides and then over here. Now everybody's stuff.
It's beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful this weekend, Labor Day weekend. Gonna have a few friends over. Pool's nice and clean. We have a new sectional. Plenty of space to sit down here. Mitzi's doing things in the kitchen. Her dog's here. It's early. People are gonna start coming soon. And look who's here. Look who's helping out. It's Mitzi, see? Putting all the salad stuff together. Being lazy, sitting down on the couch. Yeah. And where's Shauna? Oh. She's nowhere. What? She's nowhere. There she is.
I'm putting these up.
The second stage. They're about to exit the atmosphere.
Yeah. Fire the secondary rockets.
Yeah.
Did you get that on video?
Yeah.
I want to
This house has value of $150,000 more than we purchased it for.
Maybe.
When it comes to auctions and foreclosures, a lot of people come in, there's a lot of people want to flip houses and things like that. And what do they realize? Like, a lot of these people have not seen inside the house. They don't know, they do the research. They don't get to see inside the house. They close the blinds and all that sort of thing. I got to see it, and my heart was set on it, see? You know? And that's how that went. It's tough without a real estate agent. You don't want to get messed up with legal issues and whatnot. A real estate lawyer. In case I had issues.
We did.
Which we did, actually, with the loan company. The loan company wanted us to fix all the stuff. We needed a little bit more time than 30 days to buy the property after you closed on the foreclosure being the high bidder. And there is a clause where you could ask for an additional few days, and we did get that. So